Peace to the gods and goddesses. Thank you for joining. Peace, 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 peace. Powerful planetary alignment, gods and goddesses. I wanted to build with y'all and really tap in with this cosmic energy, celestial energy here. I wanted to build with y'all. Peace, peace to the collective. Share the live, share the live. Share the live. Peace to the gods and goddesses. What's good with y'all? What's good with y'all? I hope y'all feeling the energy. This is a time of manifestation. This is a powerful time of manifestation, okay? All right, I'm gonna let it fill up a little bit, and I'm gonna drop some science on y'all in regards to your chakras and the planetary alignment and exactly what to expect in regards to facilitating energy from these celestial luminaries. All right, so we're gonna tap into some information. All right, and there's more than just 7 planets. All right, we have exoplanets, a lot of different planetary structures that are also lined up and associated. So share this. This is very important. Wish I could have got on here a bit sooner to build with y'all. You know what I'm saying? But you know, time is obviously an illusion. It's a man-made construct. So we here now. We here now. We about to build. Yes, yes, yes. It feels great, but everyone else around seems to be upset and tripping. You got to remember, goddess, it's a dimensional separation. So individuals that are vibrating in a low frequency and your higher self see it, you got to completely separate from those individuals because you're going to notice a lot of that right now. All right. It's going to happen amongst the families. It's going to happen amongst a lot of individuals because it's a great separation amongst the collective. All right. Now, with this planetary alignment, it's a situation where you really want to hone in on proper energy, all right? Because you can manifest anything. You can manifest anything good or bad, okay? Peace, peace, God, peace, God. What's good? I'm about to tap in with y'all in reference to the planetary alignment. This energy won't be back to 2040, to another 15 years, all right? So, yeah, yes. So, right now with this planetary alignment, goddess, certain individuals can't facilitate the energy correctly because you got to remember, just like you take the energy, your cosmic body receives the energy as well. So certain individuals are irritated by the energy due to the fact that they may not be detoxifying the body. The aluminum, the cadmium, the mercury could be giving them toxic thoughts and things of that nature. You got to remember also certain individuals are operating out of a lower frequency with parasitic organisms and things of that nature. They also intrude their neural synapses. These are all things that we have to focus on because the planetary alignment affects individuals different. Now, with these planetary alignments, and this isn't the fearmonger at all, but you have to remember that certain individuals that are operating out of a Neanderthal R complex, all right, can be triggered because of the planetary energy. Certain energies are too much for individuals to actually be able to take, okay? Certain individuals, if they're artificial, the cosmic celestial luminaries can be overwhelming to them. You have to remember your melanin basically is like a quantum black hole. It absorbs all types of light. So you're absorbing all of these types of celestial lights, all of these luminaries. Your chakra network is facilitating all that information through your 72,000 meridian pathways and channeling all that information from all of these cosmic celestial bodies. All right. So with that all being said, certain individuals that don't have the mental acumen or the mental aptitude or biological aptitude, I should say, unfortunately crack under those conditions when the celestial luminaries are lined up and that energy start hitting them. Their neurophysiology isn't in tune enough to basically be able to take it. All right. And then you have to attribute that also with the frequencies and things of that nature that these deletes are also firing off. All right. Glyphosate, graphene oxide, the subracial marcescins in the fog. All of these things have effects on certain individuals. OK, and this is why the deletes do it. They do all the attacks because they know that the celestials are going to affect us. This is why they attack us through the genetics. This is why they attack our DEA, all right? They attack our DEA because they know the sun is upgrading us and it's going to take us through a crazy transformative process. Share the live a bit. I'm about to share some very powerful information with y'all. Now, first and foremost, now part in my artistry. I'm not, not the best. I haven't been focusing on my art the most lately, but this is a chakra planet connection, okay? So what we're going to look at here, I'm going to share some things because the celestial luminaries actually affect your chakra system on all different levels. It affects your chakras, okay? So what we're going to go through is we're going to go through the chakras. Now, you actually have a total of 114 chakras, okay? They say 7, but you actually have a lot more than 7, okay? We're going to highlight certain chakras and what planetary structures are actually facilitating energy through those chakras. So The first chakra that we're going to talk about is the Earth Star chakra. All right. So you have to remember your auric field actually stretches outside your corporeal vessel. All right. Your auric field also has chakras in it. All right. Your auric field does have chakras in it. All right. So your Earth Star chakra is the chakra that's actually connected to the chakra of the earth, the ley lines in a sense. Right. And then right from there, you have a foot chakra. You have chakras in your feet. All right. So there's a foot chakra. All right. So now from the foot chakra, you also have a root chakra. All right. Root chakra is actually connected to earth. All right. That's connected to Tiamat. All right. And this is the root chakra. All right. So then you got the sacral chakra. Sacral chakra is the next in line, which is connected to Venus. All right. This is the planet of love. This is why when individuals are so focused on lust and sexual energy, they're typically in a sacral chakra. But this is also why they make mention of Venus being attributed to love. All right. But Venus also dabbles into the heart chakra as well. OK, but so planets could work on more than one chakra. All right. Could actually facilitate energy through more than one chakra. Now, solar plexus chakra, we know, is associated with the sun. All right. Solar plexus, solar, sun, soul, sun. We all know that's associated with the sun. Heart chakra. All right. Now, the heart chakra here is associated with the moon. Okay, just so you know, heart chakra is associated with the moon. This is the soul. All right, this is spirit. This is the emotions, basically. This is why they say when a full moon is out, people act crazy. That's all associated with heart chakra resonance. All right. Then you also have a higher heart chakra. All right, as well. The higher heart chakra, it actually sits right above the heart chakra area, and then the higher heart chakra is also associated with the moon as well, and it's then you also have the throat chakra as well. The throat chakra frequency is associated with Mercury. All right. That's associated with speaking your piece, speaking the truth, or whatever the case may be. All right. And then you also have the ear chakras. You have chakras in your ear, which is actually referred to as the singular chakra. All right. And this is also attributed to Mercury, which deals with communication or hearing. All right. So again, now you got the ear chakra, throat chakra. Again, throat chakra is also attributed to Mercury. Then you have the third eye chakra. Third eye chakra actually is let's see here. Third eye chakra is associated. Let's see here. Okay, that's Quaor. That, as well as the soul star and the crown chakra, is associated with Quaor. And Quaor is actually located in the Kuiper belt. That's actually beyond Neptune's orbit. All right, that's a dwarf planet. All right, it's too small to actually be considered a planet, but it's called what they deem is a dwarf planet. All right, now we have a lot of these dwarf planets like Quaor, a lot of other planets, exoplanets, Circa 52b, Cancri E, which is the planet of the gold beings. All of these exoplanets are also lined up with us. All right. A lot of these exoplanets that are associated with Orion is also lined up with us. So we're going to be receiving energy from all of these celestial luminaries currently. All right. And this is how they affect your chakra network. All right. And again, each chakra, even you have chakras in your hands, you have chakras in your feet, you have chakras in your ears, you have chakras all throughout your aura field that have a harmonic resonance with the celestial luminaries, the sun, etc. All right. So this is why it's important to ground. This is why it's important to sun gaze. This is why it's important to get in nature. This is why they also block the sky. All right, with aluminum and barium and other toxic, nefarious chemicals. All right, to actually have adverse effects on your neurophysiology and your ascension process. All right, they do all of this for those particular reasons. All right, their objective is to basically prevent ascension to Christ consciousness, to Ru consciousness. That's their objective. Can you hold that up so I can get a screenshot? Pardon some of the scribbling and all of that. You know what I'm saying? I could do it. I could write it better. I could do it better. I may start writing all my notes because I have a habit of taking notes. I take a lot of notes, and often what I'll do is I'll start sharing my notes with the collective more often that I take. I got a lot of notes of a lot of information that I write down. If I get a download, I'll write it down sometimes. This is what I encourage you to do as well. This is why, let me tell you something. Some people go against reading. Like when I talk about reading books and stuff like that, or reading or dabbling into books, right? some people say, oh, no, you can get all your downloads just going inward. Okay, which is fine. I do both, right? I tap into the mycelium network, shrooms and magic mushrooms and astral projection, lucid dreams, channeling, all of it, all of the above. I don't count out any source of ascertaining information, including reading, all right? Some people say, oh, no, you don't need to read. You can just go to the Akashic Records. I'm going to tell you why reading is so fundamental and why it's beneficial. Reading is beneficial because anytime you expound on a thought, whenever you have the actual time to sit down and elaborate more on a thought, you become more better. You become more intricate with your detail, right? You elaborate more on the information. For example, if I sit here and spit a freestyle, for example, the freestyle may not be as detailed as it would if I took the time to write and said, hey, you know what, I'm going to write something down. You know what I mean? Because now, since I'm down taking the time to put my pen to the paper, and I'm coming up with the lyrics and writing and pondering over it, now I can channel. I can sit in the channel longer and gather more information from my higher self. This is what people who write books do. They'll sit in the channel longer as opposed to just kind of getting a thought and kind of just spitting a download on the spot. You know what I mean? Go on the spot. You could sit in the channel longer when you're getting time to read. Additional information, you can go to the ancestors, all of that. So this is why reading is beneficial. Never cut out reading and say, oh, I don't need to read. I can just, no. We're in an age of awakening now. You want to read and gather all the information from everybody, all sorts, all right? And whether it's European, Asiatic, no matter what race or culture or creed, because information could come through all avatars, all right? So we also want to make sure that, because I hear certain gods and goddesses, I'm going to be honest. They won't take, for example, Chinese remedies or Chinese medicine. If it's not Kemetic, from ancient Kemet or something. That's crazy. All right. Because information comes from all parts of the globe. You have to remember also that we was everywhere on the planet. All right. So our information went everywhere. We was everywhere, all over the planet. Europe, and Asia, everywhere. We was all throughout, on every last 196,947,000 square miles on the planet. All right. This is how many square miles is on Tiamat. 196,947,000 square miles on the planet. All right. And we covered every last area, including the waters. All right. We were all over. All right. The concept of us coming from Africa is false. They lied. They lied to us, gods and goddesses. They told us that we traveled 6,820 nautical miles, which is over 12,000 kilometers. All right. This is what they told us. They told us that we traveled 6,820 nautical miles across the Atlantic, all the way through the Atlantic Ocean from Africa here. And people believed it. We believed the shit for years. We believed it. Really think about it. Now, one of the things that most people don't realize is that the colonizer said, if we can get rid of 3 different generations, if we can assassinate or eliminate 3 generations, all right, and get rid of the ancient customs, then at that particular point in time, we would have the ability of then giving them a new religion or giving them a new way to believe things. And that's what they did. That's exactly what they did. They stripped us of our belief system. They gave us religion, which is rely on jinn, which is that evil spirit. All right. They basically told us that the Christians, they said, listen, it's a what's his name? I forget his name, but How to Create a Negro Christian is what he created a book, How to Create a Negro Christian. All right. Because the Christians were basically created to be docile. You feel me? They were made to be docile. They were basically told the other turn the other cheek. You feel me? And this was a way they conquered. This was a way of mind control and manipulation, the way they hijacked our realm, and with the way the invaders came in. It's through religious mind control and manipulation. That was their way of doing it. You know what I'm saying? They paying for it already. You know what I'm saying? They paying for it already. It's a situation where, but see, also at the same time, I always have to go back to that 1%. Those black draconians. I have to go back to those black draconians who basically puppet mastered and basically facilitated that energy. Now, I said all that to say this. With these planetary alignments and everything coming into play, certain gods and goddesses are literally manifesting things into reality right now. And they're pulling things out of the quantum field on the spot. All right. Because they don't want us to know the power that we actually have in reference to our connection with the celestial luminaries. I showed you here. I showed you how our chakras connected. For those that are just joining, I'll go over it again. The root chakra is connected to planet Tiamat. All right. Your sacral chakra is connected to Venus. All right. This is associated and attributed to love. Solar plexus chakra is associated with the sun. All right. This is why it's important to sun gaze. This is why when you in the astros and you're flying around, you feel the energy in the pit of the stomach where you gather and facilitate solar plexus chakra. That ashe. Peace, goddess. Peace, cosmic family. I'm glad you could join. All right. And we know that the heart chakra is associated with Venus as well as the moon. All right. Because we know that the heart is also obviously associated with spirit. And obviously the water is associated with spirit and emotions and things of that nature. So that's all attributed to the heart. Then I made mention of the higher heart chakra. All right. Which resides right above the heart, right above the heart. That's also attributed to Venus. All right. Now, again, I'm going to back up a little bit because we can go into the throat chakra. I may mention also that we have ear chakras. But when we talk about the heart chakra and being in this resonance of love, most people don't make mention of the higher heart chakra. All right. We make mention of the heart chakra, but we have two versions of the heart chakra. All right. And this is basically why we have the ability of telepathy and telekinesis and things of that nature. This is all predicated on our aura, on our auric field. All right. So the heart is attributed to what facilitates your auric field. All right. And your aura typically stretches out about 3 foot. You have the ability of getting your auric field to stretch out about 15 foot. All right. Now, what a lot of individuals don't know is our auric field is increasing right now with the planetary alignment. Our auric field is growing. It's increasing. All right. This is why certain individuals can't handle the planetary alignment, and you have to be cautious of large crowds. All right. You have to be very cautious of large crowds because NPCs, they have the ability of implementing sleeper cells and activating certain Manchurian candidates when these energy and frequencies is high. This is why I tell you to detox. I'm telling you all this also before summertime come and the 5G, 6G, and 7G start really ramping up. All right. What if I told you they had omnipresent radioactive technologies that they can emit in our home when the time comes? And this is it, fear mongering. This is facts. When everybody was all told to quarantine and stay in the house and stay indoors, they were actually implementing their 5G, 6G, and 7G infrastructure. All right. The pandemic that we seen was just the basis of a pandemic. It was basically a plan for a bigger plan, if you may. All right. The bigger plan is with the frequencies. All right. Because they know our telepathy and things of that nature is turning on. They know that we're powering up. They know that the celestial luminaries is lining up. And they know that your melanin is basically like small black holes. Your melanocytes are like small black holes that no light can escape. No light. All right. Which means that every Nibiru, the Sirius A, Sirius B, Nibiru's here too. The Anunnaki here. We know that Nibiru is here. We see the two suns. They try to chemtrail the sky up, aluminum and barium salts and all of that in the sky so we don't see it, but we see it. We see it. All right. And another reason why they spray the chemtrails is not only to block our visual sight, but to also create what's called refraction. All right. Because the melanocytes have the ability of absorbing that information. All right. And, I made a video not too long ago about what's called the monad, which is the highest part of the higher mind. All right. This is all facilitated through light. The faster we get to the monad is all based on light, the light hitting us. So the reason they spray so many chemtrails is to refract that light. They can't have our melanin absorbing all of this information and converting it through the melanogenesis process and then have us slipping up and remembering how to open up quantum wormholes or how to build ships that move faster than light. Because that's the things that we're going to start getting downloads remembering, right? Listen, gods and goddesses, I'm laying down, right? And I'm laying down and I hear a goddess speak clear, just like I'm speaking to you now. And I'm laying down and you know how you in that space between the alpha state and the theta state where you like about to wake up, but you there almost like, and you kind of can hear a voice. I hear a voice clear speaking to me, family. Clear woman voice, right? And what she said to me, she said, I was talking to her and the only thing I remember is the last word I said and the last word she said. I said, yeah, it's the mind's connection. I said, the voice you hear in your head. And she said, yeah, their goal is to actually completely stop that. This is what the goddess says. She said their goal is to basically silence the voice in our mind, the inner voice. That's their objective. With a lot of the deceptive machinations, the serratum marcescens, the fog, the aluminum, the barium, all of these malevolent toxins and things of that nature they're adding. All right, because we're elevated. Now remember, their fake new year is pretty much concluding. We're now going into the real new year, which is the year of the cosmic serpent. All right. All right, and this is why they ain't make us wear Ophiuchus, why they completely changed everything in the cosmos and the celestials, why they got rid of and changed the calendar, and Pope Gregory changed it to a Gregorian calendar and switched it for a Coptic calendar. This is why they did that. This is why over in Ethiopia it's 7-year difference than what we have. Time is an illusion. All right, it's a linear construct that they threw out of whack to keep us out of connection with the cosmos. Gods and goddesses, they don't want you connected with Sigi Tolo, Potolo, and Emiya, which is Sirius A, Sirius C, and Sirius B, which is also part of the lineup. We only talk about the 7, but we're not mentioning Quaoar, other planets that are associated. I may mention that Quaoar was the dwarf planet that was actually associated with the soul star chakra, which sits right above the crown chakra. All right, this is a dwarf planet that actually circled the sun. All right, all of these celestial luminaries are affecting us. It's not just 7 planets, it's more. All right, so you have Sirius A, Sirius B, and then you have Nibiru also, which is also affecting us, which is more than just a planet. It's also a ship that harbors the ecosystem. All right, literally, you can walk in Nibiru and they can make it look metallic, or they can press a button and make it look like a tropical rainforest. They can press another button and make it look like a beach. It's beautiful. They millions of years ahead of us technologically. You feel me? So it's a situation where these cosmic star families are returning. They're coming back. All right. And this is why in a Hopi prophecy they make mention of in the 7 thunders. Or which I got the 7 thunders here. Let me see something. Because I need y'all to see something, man. Because we right in the midst of the Hopi prophecy. All right, I'm going to show y'all something. All right, I don't know if I could do this. I don't know if I could turn my camera. Can I? Yeah, I think I can. I think I could do it. All right, so this is the 7 thunders, gods and goddesses. All right, this is what we got here, okay? This is the Holy Tablets, all right? Dr. Malachi Z. York's publication. And the 7 thunders have been recorded by the ancient for thousands of years by Hopis, the Yamasee, and the Nawapians, have logged these thunders as a sign of the coming of a new planet, Nibiru, the coming in of a new era, the sign of the end of a present world ruled by evil, okay? And a resurrection of the ancient mysteries of Egypt, Kemet, whatever you want to call it, Atlantis, rising again in the heart of Georgia, in a place called Wahani. These signs are the signs of the times, recorded by the ancient Neteru of ancient Egypt and passed down through time. They are called thunders or the plagues. All right. Now, first thunder, much starvation, sickness, starving, children, homelessness, and diseases. This already passes and continues. Second thunders, the sky becomes sick with holes in it that look like sores, lung disease spread, breathing problems occur, green mist coming from holes, polluting water, growing deformities, bacteria in the water, little devils. Sea animals begin to die. Fishes are trying to get out of water. Water becomes deaf to them. Y'all remember that video where the fish and the sea creatures was trying to get out the water? I'm going to get back to the reading. I'm going to finish it. But y'all remember that video? Literal sea creatures was actually trying to run out of water. I seen a shark literally running and fleeing from something. All right. And you know, sharks is typically the apex predators. So if a shark is running from something, this means those portals under the because the ocean is a large portal. I believe inner beings from other planets and all of that are coming through our ocean right now. All right. And when they say little devils, these are beings from other planets that are coming through our water. OK, because it's a large portal. All right. So where was I at? Little devils, sea animals begin to die. Fishes are trying to get out of water. Water becomes deaf to them. Physical and spiritual illnesses. Mutations in animals. All right. Now, they was doing different. I don't want to get off point. Third thunder. Many new species. Notations in animals. Crossbreeding in species. Death of frogs. Honeybees. All right. Hold on. Frogs. We're going to back up a little bit. All right. Now, we're going to talk about the death of the frogs real quick. Y'all remember when the atrazine and the glyphosate first hit. Okay. The atrazine and the glyphosate basically is endocrine disruptors that are used as herbicide controllers. All right. And frogs have very sensitive immune systems, very sensitive endocrine systems, part itself, very sensitive endocrine systems. All right. So when things in the atmosphere, in nature, affects an endocrine system, you're going to notice it in the frogs first, right? So male frogs were actually becoming attracted to other male frogs, all right, since things that's going on in Atlanta, right? All right. Male frogs were also turning female. They were actually chemically castrating these frogs, all right? So what they discovered is male-on-male attraction is attributed to unequal levels of serotonin in the brain, all right? All right, so what that means is they were chemically creating homosexuality, all right, through different things like atrazine and glyphosate that they know has the ability to affect your hypothalamus, pituitary gland, and pineal gland, which are the three primary components of your endocrine system. All right, let's get back to reading though. All right, so what they said. All right, pardon self, my bad. Sea animals begin to die. Fishes are trying to get out the water. Many new species, mutations in animals, crossbreeding in species, death of frogs, honeybees, turtles, deformed human multiply, genetic splicing and cloning. We see all the cloning with the celebrities, right? Right? We see all the cloning and stuff going on. Kanye had like 2 clones, right? We can talk about that all night. Fourth thunder, sign of twins, Yao and Wei, which is Sirius and Nibiru, right? One guards the South Pole and the other guards the North Pole. Havoc begins with these poles. Structures break down. Religious, moral, and financial. The devil wins. El Nino takes over. Fifth thunders. 4 great people will perish. Okay, when they talk about great people, they're referring to people like the Pope, presidents, and individuals typically like that. All right, floods, lightning storms, tornadoes, landslides, hurricanes, hail in the summer, forest fires, children killing children. We see what's going on with all of the children killing children with the drill rap, right? Come on now. That's crazy over there with the drill rap and the frequencies that they using for children killing their parents. Rampant insanity and murders and upsurge in drug addiction. We know that's crazy with the drug addiction, and that can tie into more just than street pharmaceuticals. We could talk about big pharma if we want to talk about drug addiction and opiates and all of that, and demonic revivals. Six thunders, changes occur. The star people return. All right, and that's what we're seeing now. The star people are returning. These are where all the orbs and stuff are popping up. All right, signs in the skies, new planets. What they said, we was going to get a new moon. Remember that? Y'all remember that talk about the new moon? All right. Hold on. I lost my point. Star people return, signs in the skies, new planets, new galaxies, meteorite storms. We've been seeing those, right? Climatic alterations. NASA is scared to death. Global warming, spiritual revivals, presence of divine. This is the Great Awakening right now. All right. Disregard and respect for world governments. We see all of the world governments and stuff turning up. Women was taking their hair wraps in Israel. All of that stuff was going on. All the world governments, people were getting tired. Statues getting turned over of these world leaders and stuff. Leadership policy, seventh thunder, the end of the world as you know it. The year 2030 is what they predict. All right, so that's very interesting information when you actually take the Hopi prophecy into consideration. I'm just putting my phone back in place. But yeah, right? Tell me it's not all lining up. The seven thunders, we're in the midst of the seven thunders right now. We're in the midst of it all. We in the midst of it all. And this is why it's important that we basically keep a high frequency. That's the most important. Every multiverse you help out this time, we got to win. Yes. Many of us are gods and goddesses. We've been waiting for it. That part. We are the gods and goddesses that we've been looking for. This is what's important that individuals need to realize. Because religion really pulled the wool over a lot of our eyes. And it's crazy, right? Because we'll sit here and we'll know. But then we'll still go into the state of fear because we still operating these VR headsets, which are these bodies that are tethered to emotions, which are connected to a draconian moon that's hollowed out with observatories that are designed to actually attribute and change your emotions. All right. This is why they hijacked our original moon. All right. Real talk. Let's go, man. This evil version world gone. going on long enough. This world. But see, when I want to tell y'all, gods and goddesses and collective, listen. Right now, while this planetary alignment is here, all right? I want y'all all to envision the utopia that you want. Vision, no chemtrails. Vision, everybody activated. Your DNA is activated. Your astral projected. If you haven't astral projected or had a lucid dream in a minute, you will tonight. You will astral project tonight. You will have a lucid dream tonight. Everything that you want is here. You're rich. You're rich right now. You're the first millionaire, billionaire, matter of fact, in your family. You're rich. You're killing generational curses. You're basically eliminating all generational curses right now. Right now, as we speak, you're severing all ties and connections to anything nefarious that's holding you back. Right now, say it. I denounce and cut and sever any ties to anything holding me back. Say it. Right now, I denounce and sever and cut ties to anything nefarious holding me back. I reclaim my energy. Say it. I reclaim my energy. All right? This is how you sever ties that you unknowingly implement and tie yourself to. All right? So right now, we at the point right now where we're basically, what we really want to do is realize that our mind is extremely powerful, right? Once in a transcendental state of consciousness, I had a vision of Basset. All right, I wasn't on no shrooms. I wasn't on no psychedelics. This was a straight lucid dream where I went to wake up and I heard a woman's voice. All right, I heard a woman's voice. She's speaking to me, and she sounds like a black woman. Right, this is how Basset sounds like, and she's speaking to me. And then I said, who are you? And then she revealed her face, and it was a Lyran. I say Basset, but it was a Lyran. I'll say it. I say it was a Lyran. And I assume it was Basset because she came to me a few days before in a magic mushroom experience, adorned in gold. All black. She was all black, adorned in gold. All right? And when she came to me, basically, what she told me is that I have to be very careful of what I think. I'm very powerful, and that I have to be very careful of what I think. And this is attributed to everyone watching this too. Your mind, your brain is a quantum computer. Just when you look at stuff, you change it on a quantum molecular level just by looking at it. All right. So now with all these planetary, with the planetary alignment, all these exoplanets also in conjunction with the other planets. All right. You got Sirius A, which is Sigitolo, Sirius B, Potolo, Sirius C, Emia. Then you got Quaoar. You got all of the 7 planets that's associated, the ones in our Milky Way galaxy that we talk about all the time that we know about. But what about all the other planets we don't talk about? All right. Now, what y'all don't know, or what we not talk about, we talking about the energy, but we're not talking about the beings that are closer here, so they're coming here. The beings that are actually going to be visiting. A lot of you are going to be seeing more orbs. Tonight, you may see different, if you ever see multiple moons or multiple suns in your dream, you're on your home planet. You're on a different planet at that time. You have to remember, you astral project every single night. You do. You're not relegated to this dimension or this plane of existence. You can bypass the firmament and all that. You have the ability of teleportation and all of that. Gods and goddesses, do you know that? Every time I astral project, a portal opens up and I teleport through it. I literally move at super fast speeds. The only thing that I could explain it would be light speed. Really? Which is 186,272,000 miles per second. The speed of light, right? We go boom. The speed of thought is even faster though. All right? And it's crazy fast. And I shoot through a wormhole, which means we can go to anywhere. We can travel and go to Agartha. We can go to our home planet. And I have been to these different places. We can also time travel. We can go through different timelines. Have you ever seen yourself or you go in a dream and your kid, let's say your kid 10 years old in real life, but for some reason your kid 3 in this dream. And you're like, man, the baby was 3. You're time traveling. You just think that those dreams, we time travel and all that. We're not relegated to this time construct. This is all a fallacy. Listen, it's crazy. And sometimes I get excited about these things because I really have pulled off the virtual headset before in a shroom trip. I pulled off the headset and was on a ship and seen that we projecting this construct from a higher dimension. I've seen it all. I've seen it. All right. So, I mean, this is just, Adju,